Hi, everybody. Welcome to Love Your Midlife. I'm DarcyJusten. What if I told you that I have some secrets of how you could be happy in midlife? Ooh, stay tuned. We're going to talk about that next. I'm so glad you're here. What are the secrets to finding happiness in midlife or life in general? I think there's just a few that are pretty key. If we could get our head around those and maybe stay with those and develop those things, maybe it might really change how we go into midlife. I think one of the first ones is really, really getting in touch with your mind, your spirit, your body, and your soul. Maybe when you were younger, you didn't have the opportunity to do that. I didn't, for sure. I was raising six children, working, super, super busy, and I never ever meditated before. I was lucky if I got a few prayers in at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, but it was a very, very, very hectic time for me. And I think there are so many of us when we start waking up and knowing when we get into our 50s and 60s, there's different phases of midlife, but certainly when we move into our 60s, that's kind of the second phase of midlife. And that's when we really, really can focus on even more. A lot of us aren't working, retiring, all kinds of stuff, selling businesses. So I think the most important gift that we can give ourselves as far as finding happiness is really finding out who we are and going back and finding the connection to our inner self, whether it's through prayer, journaling, meditation. I do have a playlist on Love Your Midlife, many midlife meditations. I can't tell you how helpful that is to get out of your head and really focus on something else and really help your mind and your spirit go to a place that normally you would not be able to go to during the day. So I hope that you will check that out. I think you will find it to be incredibly helpful. I didn't used to believe in meditation, but I really, really believe in it now. So I hope that you know the most important thing you can do is take care of those things, the precious things about you, and do everything you can to protect your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. The only way you're going to be happy is if you are in touch with your soul and your spirit. And when you meditate, it's so important to put your hands over your heart and really feel your heart intelligence. Our heart intelligence is probably more powerful than anything in our body. That's where your intuition comes from. When people say, I have a hunch about this, I have a feeling about this, it's your intuition. So when you tap into your intuition, you can be 100% happier because you're listening to everything that your body has to give you. And if you follow it, 99% of the time, you will be happier and you will feel better. And that is a really, really big piece of advice that I want to give you today. And as we talk about our body, it's so important to, when we're looking to find our happiness, to take care of our bodies. There's so many of us moving forward from our 50s and our 60s that are not happy with our bodies. I just did a 30-day body image makeover because I hear so many women say, and so many of my clients say, I don't like my body. I don't like the way I look. I don't even feel like getting up in the morning and putting on my clothes. I've gained weight. So take the time and really figure out where you want to be with your body. Do you want to stay at the weight you are? Do you need to lose weight? But that is a key component in moving forward into your happiness is loving your body, feeling good about your body image, and really feeling good about where you are, whether it's losing weight, you're at a great weight, exercising, whatever you need to do. Go get your doctor's appointments. I'm so surprised that some people have not been to a doctor in 5 years. I'm not one of those that's always running to the doctor, but I do go get my blood levels checked. I get my hormones checked. And I really try to stay on top of the things that I can stay on top of, so I feel healthier and I feel better and I probably look better because I do stay on top of that. The other thing is, don't be overly critical of yourself. You have been through a lot. We have been on this marvelous journey. I have 6 children and 7 grandchildren, and I have been to there and back. Let me tell you, I have had great relationships with my children. I've had not great relationships with my children. I've had a lot of issues with my adult children. It's just the way that it is. It's life. It's messy. Life is messy. So don't be overcritical of yourself and what you did as a mom or what you're doing at work or what you did at work. Give yourself a freaking break and stop that. Whatever you did, and you need to let go of that and you need to move forward in the most positive way, that you did everything you could, that you worked however you worked, ran your business, whatever it is that you did. You need to know that you did your best at that particular time and you need to move forward, and don't be overly critical of yourself. And the other thing is, don't be overly critical of other people. That only chips away at your self-worth and your self-esteem. And one of the things I find that we can absolutely positively let go of is gossip. Gossip is very, very unhealthy. And gossip is not something that builds another person up, it brings them down. And even if you think you're doing it for the right reasons, it really, really is destructive. And I realized this a few years ago, and I'm very, very careful about what I get involved in when people start talking about other people. And there are easy ways to get out of being in gossip. One is, I don't care for that kind of talk. Two is, you leave the room. But let me tell you something, it's very negative and it goes into you and all of your negative thinking. So it's one of my tips. I would stay the heck away from gossip. It is very destructive to you, to the person that's gossiping, and especially to the poor person they're gossiping about. Right? Right. So the other thing is, don't fear change. It's only going to cause you all kinds of angst. I love it when women say to me, I want to come to you and I want you to be my coach, but there's a lot of things I don't want to change. You guys, that doesn't make any sense. Life is about change. That's why we have the change of the seasons. I did 2 videos on change because so many people say, I don't like change. I don't want change. You have to embrace change. Change is part of life. Your body's going to change. You may or may not still have your husband. Your children are going to change. Everything in life is going to change. So we have to be open and go, okay, great. What if change is wonderful? What if change is fabulous? What if somebody came up and wanted to buy your business tomorrow and give you $5 million for it? I'll take that kind of change. We get in our heads that change is negative. We really, really don't want to go there. Change can be extremely positive and wonderful. Be loving and grateful to everyone. This will change your world. Be loving and kind and grateful to everyone. It will cause your happiness as much as it will to the other people. Stop overthinking things and just make decisions. A lot of times we have anxiety creep in, we have worry creep in. It's a little bit more common as we have our lack of hormones and some of the body shifts that are going on and the shifts that are going on in our body. That's what I meant to say, cause us to have more anxiety and nervousness and anxiousness. And don't be afraid to make a decision. Just make a decision. Don't overthink things. Just go, you know what? I'm going to go do this. And some people I find in their 50s and 60s have a really easy time with that, and some people really struggle. They still don't want to make the wrong decision. There really isn't a wrong decision. Just jump in and do it and go with it and have fun with it. So that's my list of things that I think are the secrets to moving into happiness and joy in midlife. And I really want you to have happiness and joy. And it doesn't really matter how bad my day is or what's going on in the world. I'm still able to find my happiness and my joy. And I want that for you too. So, what else do you think should be on this list? What else is a secret, do you think? Maybe you know one, or maybe you have one. So, think about what are the as my friend used to say, what is the secret ingredient in that chicken? That is so good. So you want people to say to you, what are your secret ingredients that make your life so good? And I can actually name these off. These are my secrets to happiness in midlife. So I hope that you'll find your secrets of happiness. Maybe they're these. Certainly try these and see how it changes your life and your midlife. We want to be filled with joy and we want to be fulfilled. We want to be filled with love. We want to be filled with peace. No matter what's going on in the world, we can have those things. We still have the emotions and the feelings from all the things that are going on around us. That's going to never change. But we can have the secret ingredients to happiness. That's what I want for you. All right, I hope to hear from you soon. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you come back. We have videos all the time. You can reach out to me for a 30-minute free discovery call. What are you working on? What can I help you with? You can join the Facebook group and you'll find my podcast on Your Dreamy Midlife. And you can listen to me there on the podcast. So I hope to see you soon. Bye, loves.